So, as I was saying, before we went on another joke tangent, so last time we played D&D Conan, you all managed to find a safe place from a sandstorm. The barbarian is, one of the barbarians is staying out with the boat and is basically making makeshift instruments, while the rest of you have just dealt a deadly blow to a vampire and lit the corpse on fire. But also, looking around you, realize that one of its victims, the only one that got bit, is also currently dead and might need a case of fire, too. And that's where we left off. So, back to you.
I didn't open my character sheet yet. I thought I did that already.
Shame on you.
My character is frantically making the signs of Mitra as protection and making sure that I have the Cloak Crusader up and running.
I'm just picturing Valerius just making like Naruto ninja hand signs.
As far as you're aware, it
Someone
could be
get me a
exactly
steak.
that. You're not sure.
Probably gonna regret this, but I have only one cantrip that can handle this situation.
Or we could just have Valerius Holy Flame or whatever the fuck it was called again. Sacred Fire.
Flame.
Sacred Flame, the other corpse.
But
Yeah, I
it's
can do-
radiant, but not flame. It's a misleading name. Not
Yeah.
as bad as Chill Chutch, though.
It's,
But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Radiant Fire will take care of an undead corpse.
I
can
thought
always
there was
cast Dawn.
something.
I can cast Dawn as long as everyone clears out of the room and maybe out of the house.
We all clear out of the room. You forget to clear out of the room. You KO yourself.
Kaboom!
Oh god!
Oh,
Oh,
you
no.
see-
You hear an earth-shattering kaboom as a roasted corpse
I
of
just
a
know
person in
they're
a
coming
robe
back.
comes spinning out of the doorway.
Yeah, and Valerius goes, I know my friends will come back for me, and we're all playing in makeshift instruments with Flona.
Nah, you're all just trying to pick through her corpse, trying to find where the useful items were hidden.
Oh,
No,
savage.
Typical D&D fashion.
Then one of the characters that hadn't figured out she was a girl goes, "Oh,
Oh, wait a second. Alright, so what are we doing? Am I going to be flaming this thing?
yeah, I might as well torch the other corpse."
Alright, so I guess I'll do Sacred Flame then. Sacred Flame! And +2, or +4 damage, I guess. Of the Crusader's Mantle. Boop. Forgot to put that on.
Oh.
I don't think the amount of damage you do to a corpse really matters.
wanna
Yeah,
make
what we're
sure that
mostly
it's-
worried about is making sure that it gets lit on fire. So,
Well, I have flask of oil and tinderbox, so I can. This is probably the dumbest thing the wizard's ever done.
That could have been good instead of me. Well, wait, no, I didn't use the spell slot. Never mind, it was a cantrip. It's fine.
All right, so Valena's gonna move up.
actually, yeah, you should have been using Produce Flame, not Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
Produce Flame or Sacred Flame?
Produce Flame,
Sacred Flame.
because it's first of all, it's a cantrip, so you're not using up any slots. Second of all, it is actually fire.
They're both cantrips. Sacred Flame and Produce Flame are both
Oh.
cantrips.
But
And-
one's
and you
radiant.
And you said last week radiant damage was as good as fire. I actually pointed that out, and you said that.
Flame like radiance on a creature that you target was. There wasn't that. It was like I thought she had something that had something to do with Sacred Flame that made it like a regular fire.
No, I've been telling you that since you've been using it, but
Because here is my,
Sacred Flame does.
here's Produce Flame.
Hey, I was gonna
Oh
point out.
no,
the-
okay. Her thing, the thing I was thinking of was what gives her an extra cantrip to use Produce Flame. That's what I was thinking of.
But one thing I was gonna say, the vampire didn't look like the guy that brought us in, did it?
He had similar dress, but other than that, you're not sure. Because again, the man that brought you in was constantly covered.
All right.
Something up.
And to stop and think about that now, as the corpse is smoldering from fire, is kind of a bit of a late time to try and check.
Yeah. Real quick. While I'm thinking about it.
So you set, but in short, yeah, you set the second person on fire to
Well,
make sure.
While they're doing that, I actually go to check on the rest of the crew who are staying out here.
You see, pretty much most of your crew are now wide awake and a bit rattled after hearing multiple screams and quite a bit of fighting. The people who were on watch and were about to be on watch are kind of just sitting there in the doorway, ready to try and fight, but as usual, the crew's not exactly the best armed.
Right.
How long is this conversation going on?
There wasn't any conversation. I was just walking out to check to see if they were okay or awake or whatever.
Or lunch.
Well, because I want to know if this. Oh wait, no, I don't have it prepared. Never mind.
I wave over Tarthun real quick.
Okay, Tarthun comes over.
I try to explain to him what happened. That, you know, there was a vampire that just had one of the merchants for lunch, but we killed it.
He looks a little concerned for a moment, but then nods.
I tell him I'm gonna send the other two merchants out to stay with you guys so you can protect them while we check the rest of the house.
Yes, Captain. And kind of nods to the others as he's gonna wait there for the merchants to be sent.
So, DM, quick question.
Yeah.
We're stuck in this building because of the sandstorm. We cannot get out under any circumstance. Or we'll
You
probably
can
die.
try to get out, but you're gonna immediately start taking damage for it,
Yeah,
or
okay,
starting,
that's
or
what I
trying to
thought.
roll to take cover while you're running.
Alright.
So I kind of motion to the two merchants to try and get their attention, or to. I know they're probably rattled.
Yeah, it probably takes a little bit, but eventually you can shake them into paying attention.
I go, look, we're gonna search the rest of the house. You two should go out into the living room with the rest of my crew so they can keep you safe.
The merchants don't take very long to decide on this, and they very quickly agree to go out where there's more people, and where they're less likely to be lunch.
All right. So, actually, there's somebody else I should probably tell to do that as well. I tell Conrad to go out into the living room.
Oh,
So he's
good.
not just
Conrad
cowering
finally
in
peeks out
here.
from under his sheets, has a immediately heavy sigh and nods as he gets up and quickly pulls his things together to go back out to the living room.
Okay. I have a crazy idea, but you may not be okay with it. Well, not the DM. DM, it's amusing as hell, but actually, no. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can do this. But the problem is I need 10 minutes to do it. I have a spell called Galder's Tower, which literally lets me summon a tower. Basically, I can make a makeshift building outside for the guys to nestle up and bundle up in for protection while we explore the rest of the...
Well, there's really only one other room in this building that we're aware of, so...
But we don't know how far it goes that we're aware of.
We can turn back and deal with that if we need to.
All right.
I kind of suggest to the group we probably should go check that other room. Since our host most obviously had something to do with this.
If nothing else, they have some answers to come up with. Whoop.
The crappy thing about this is we can't even go to try and get Thelona because of the sandstorm.
Nope.
Okay, just checking. How many corpses are in here?
2.
Two smoldering corpses that have been lit on fire.
Oh, that's not you. Maybe the bones are.
Stop. You don't need to freak out the people in this building more than they already are.
All right. There's always next time.
And none of your magic users have message or send, I take it.
Actually, I have a way that I could probably get to the ship and get back, but I'd have to use 2 4th level spells to do it.
Dimension door.
Yes.
I have that too, actually.
Because it has a range of 500 feet, and I'm sure we're probably not that far from the dock.
I
Oh,
was gonna say, I could cast Shield of Faith on something.
Could we send the whole rest of the party back to the ship?
No, because you can only send yourself and one person that you're touching.
Dang.
Yeah, you would need to actually have a teleportation circle to do that.
How many merchants were left? Just 2?
Yes, 2.
Because you can bring one creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. The creature must be within 5 feet of you when you cast this spell. That's very specific, one creature, so...
Well, I'm saying you can take one merchant to the ship, and I can take the other, and Thelona can guard them.
That's not what the plan was. You completely sidelined what the plan was.
The plan was to bring Thelona here, not go to... Because for one thing, the ship isn't as well shielded from the storm as this house is, which is why Thelona's bunkered down in a room.
Okay. Alright. My bad.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought now.
My stupidity does that.
You just overthink things a little bit too much sometimes, to where you start thinking about something no one even suggested. Not only that, as strong as Thelona is, Thelona by herself is not stronger than the entire rest of the crew combined. So
yeah, if we were all to gang up on her, you should be able to take her.
You would hope, anyway.
I don't know. How high can you hit? Because if nothing else, the cleric is the number one thing you have to worry about. That's a high AC.
But speaking of which, why is he all the way in the back?
The spellcasters don't have to worry about the AC so much.
Because you gotta worry about backstabs. Anyways. I assume you want to sneak in here?
Yeah, I guess have Giselle try to open the door without setting off any kind of alarm or anything.
So she's gonna, obviously, because you're walking into a weird situation, you're not sure what's all going on, so she's actually gonna search the door first. Let's see if she can find any traps.
Doesn't she actually have like a crappy perception roll? Oh wait, no, that would be. I think that would be investigation. If you're searching for traps.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
She rolled a 1. She doesn't see any traps. Goes to unlock or at least try to open the door. and try to do so silently.
That'd be sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm. There's a faint hint of a creak, but she does, after just a few brief seconds, get the door open. You slowly peer inside, and currently, as she slowly opens it wider, there doesn't seem to be anyone in there at the moment. And with that... boom.
Hey.
See a bed, you see a dresser, and on the wall next to a bed you do see a bookcase.
I search the dresser, see if there's anything noteworthy.
Okay. Investigation. You look in there, and you see a number of outfits. It takes you only about a second to realize that almost all these outfits are just about exactly the same, at least in the major details. Whereas they are usually robes. They usually have some sort of headdress to cover the head, and they seem to also to be built to hopefully withstand nasty things like harsh sandstorm weather, but not that it's going to protect you from the storm itself, just that it's designed to handle rough weather. Crickets.
I kind of expected Velena to be the one that would want to look at the bookcase.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna come in and look in the bookcase, but where's the bookcase? Is it here or is that a bed?
It was next to the bed.
This wall next to the bed.
All right, Elena's gonna investigate the bookcase. All right.
Okay, investigation.
All right.
I don't even got good intelligence, and I rolled higher.
Okay. You look over the books on the shelf. Doesn't seem to be too much going on here for book-wise. There seems to be like a couple of different things on local food. There does seem to be a small bit of like really early spellcraft kind of stuff to teach someone that might be delving into magic. But then, as you're looking this over and taking this all in, you take in that there's one really weird book, unusually large, although it's tried to seems to almost blend in with a couple of larger books on the shelf itself, but it doesn't seem to have any kind of descriptor on it.
She pulls out the book.
As she pulls on the book, she realizes it's almost like attached to it, and then immediately after letting go, it snaps back into place, and the bookshelf itself starts to push back.
Put the candle back.
After a couple seconds, yes, the bookshelf pushes backwards slightly, and then immediately slides off to one side as you see that there's a small room behind.
Gareth, you want to check that out?
Actually, I'm gonna move feebled, and we're kind of also waiting for Erin, so I'm hoping she can get back in before we do much here. But Graf nods and starts to go in.
I always just slide her into the room just so she's in the room. 'Cause she probably would have moved
okay.
in.
Valaine's gonna look at the captain and goes, Captain, we have a spell to pick up Felona. Do you want me to go pick up Felona?
Hold on.
Alright.
It's a very small room, so unless there's another secret door.
As he walks in, it's a small room, and he turns around for a few moments, and then finally does see, if I don't miss my guess, I think these are stairs. And what he sees seems to be a collection of stairs going down. And yes, Erin is apparently back.
Okay, screw it. You guys wait here. I'm not gonna. I guess I can move my figure over here, token over there. Is the ship within 500 feet of the house?
I'm going to assume it probably is. It is just up a hill. Just far enough away to not be in danger of getting knocked over into the water.
Okay, I kind of use my cape to try and shield my face from the sandstorm as I open the door and try to dimension door onto the deck.
Okay, so you're just dimensioning door onto the deck up on top.
Yeah, because it has to be something that it has to technically be within my line of sight.
Oh, okay, so you have to even try to get outside really quick to take a peek. Gotcha. So, okay, yeah, you're on dimension door, and also, I think was, trying to think of what the role is again for.
To try and see something?
Roll me a Constitution check.
A check or a save?
Actually, yeah, let's go with a Constitution save. Sorry. I always conflate the two together. You are almost taken aback for a brief moment by the amount of wind and all the debris coming with it, but you do manage to hold yourself together. You dimension door yourself onto the top of the ship, and you're quickly looking around to try and find where the door is to get down to where the Hyborian most likely is.
Do I need to make a roll of some kind?
Trying to see here. Actually, give me an investigation check. It's not going to be a very high one.
Investigation, not perception.
I think perception is mostly a people thing, isn't it? You're trying to figure out where you are.
Well, perception's to kind of see if you notice things, but it doesn't. Whatever.
Doesn't
Either
matter.
way.
You whirled well above it, and it takes you only a few moments, and you quickly find the door into the lower decks to try and find Felona.
I'm assuming she's in her own room.
Nope.
Okay, I guess I'm going to roll perception now.
Oh no. Why do I get a feeling she's in this room?
Nope.
It doesn't take you very long, but you do start to hear strange noises down the hall as you're going.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was playing a makeshift instrument. If she's still awake.
Yep.
So yeah, speaking of which, so Felona, perception check.
Perception check, huh?
Mm-hmm. It takes you a few moments, but at first you think it's just the storm, but after a few moments you do very distinctly pick up the sound of boots on wood from outside of your room.
I'm not in my room. I'm in the galley.
Well, I mean outside of where you're staying at. Yeah,
Yeah.
not her bedroom, but outside of the room that you're at.
Okay. Well, then I'd take my feet off my makeshift footrest. Put down my makeshift loot. Grab my sword, which would have been within arm's reach at all times. Look over at the wolf and go, stay here. And don't drink it all.
And
The,
sits, yeah.
the wolf kind of just shrugs when he says drinking. I was like, ooh.
Just picturing Thelona in there with a wolf and 2 birds.
And her ring of animal speaking.
What? It was only that one time.
I forgot you had that.
I didn't.
I keep forgetting I have a mantle of spell resistance.
Wait, if you have a mantle of spell resistance, are you wearing it?
Yes.
And does it affect like the cloak that I have on you?
No.
The spell?
No, it gives you it gives you advantage on all spell saving throws.
Ah, okay.
But I have forgotten about it for most of the campaign to the point where I don't remember when I got it.
Alright, so I'm grabbing my sword and I'm going to try to sneak up on whatever interloper just crawled onto my boat.
So
Your
you're
boat.
gonna make a stealth check.
It is my boat until the captain gets back, which I don't know this is the captain. I was left in charge. It is my boat until the storm's done. So I'm going to try to sneak up on this interloper. Not my greatest stealth roll.
Uh,
In her defense, she is slightly inebriated.
Gotta
Oh,
make
I-
another perception check.
I was gonna say, do we need to do another perception, or yeah, I suppose we have to do another perception because it's technically double circumstances.
I wouldn't.
Well, I mean, this would be me trying to.
Are you
perceive
trying
for
to
the
detect
music
that
stop.
that the person has stopped and is now trying to quietly move up on you? Yeah.
Yeah, like I obviously noticed the music stopped, so I would have tried to be like, wait a minute. Barely beat that roll.
Xena, you perceive the fact that your companion has stopped playing music and is attempting to be quiet as possible as they are starting to walk in your general direction. Even though neither of you see each other yet.
I just I say, Thelona.
And I would assume that Thelona's perception is good enough that she hears the clear
Oh,
voice of the
that-
captain.
With that, there's no perception needed because that was a loud statement. Oh, I thought you were a bandit.
Yeah, it's the door flies open.
Yeah, we ran into a lot worse than that on in the house.
Oh, yeah, I thought you would be bored.
We woke up to find that a vampire had snacked on one of the other guests.
Vampire.
And
Interesting.
I came to get you because we found a secret door leading to a stairway that goes underneath the building, and I figured we might as well have all hands on deck.
Well, now that we know it's not a plot to steal the ship, I guess I can go. Just a moment. As she walks back to the galley. Okay, I'm going to be gone for a while. Keep an eye on things. Don't drink it all in one. Don't drink it all in one gulp.
I just picture my parrot going, "Shiny."
Shiny.
Well, mind you, she's talking to the wolf.
I know, but I imagine both the birds would have been in there as well because they wouldn't have had anything else to do to keep their attention off of the sounds of the storm.
They also might have learned some new words as she was singing repeatedly.
Pieces of eight.
Pretty sure they don't know that one. And then Thelona would stop by her quarters, grab her standard exploration gear, and join Azina again.
Yeah. I go, I know you really don't like magic, but it's also the only reasonable way to get to the house without getting torn up by the sandstorm.
Well, I could run for it. I have been in a storm before, but... Go ahead, summon your magic portal.
Right. So when we get back on the deck, I just put my hand on her shoulder and cast Dimension Door to get us back to the house.
Yeah, so a second later, you're right in front of the doorway that you just left a few moments ago.
Can I roll a perception to get oriented?
Sure.
Because I just got ported from a place I've never been before, so... Hey, look! I can see a door!
Doors. Doors are good. Oh god.
Sandstorm, and I had no time to make a mask. Nor did I have the material.
Alright. So after we get in, I'll just kind of wave at everybody and then lead her to the room in the back. She seriously you dropped your character in this. Wait, where'd you? Never mind.
I just popped it down there. So it was out of sight, out of mind. Let's see. That was the front door. Hello, door. Hello, door.
Hello,
And-
computer.
Is this where, like, all the crew is hanging out, or?
Yeah.
All the crew and the two merchants who aren't dead.
So the two merchants would see as this giant barbarian-esque comes in, shakes the sand off of her croc skin outfit, double check the giant sword on her back, and then proceed to stomp down the hallway.
The crew, yeah, don't take much notice other than make sure to get out of their way.
The crew's used to it now.
Mm-hmm. The strangers, though, just kind of tilt their heads as they watch this big, giant blonde woman in a crocodile suit just come walking through.
With the croc tooth necklace, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do have to admit, I didn't think that the Dimension Door would be so useful for something like that when I picked it, but I'm glad I picked it now.
Dimension Door has a bazillion uses. I keep it as a utility spell on my mage in Bob's game.
Hey, didn't I use it to teleport us onto a ship one time as well? So it's actually not even the first time you've been Dimension Doored. Unless
Yeah.
it was Garoth. It might
Well,
have been...
I think it was Garoth because I think I swam for it.
Actually,
No,
I think both of them leaped for it. Might have been Theobald.
No, it was Valena who brought Gareth on a ship once with Dimension Door.
Either way, it's a very useful spell.
Yeah.
Not as useful in like the old video games because of the fact that they didn't let you use it out of combat for anything.
All right, big guy, what are we looking at?
Stairs. And he just points down and off to the south.
Thelona would peek in around, look down the stairs. Ah, long, creepy stairs. Long, creepy stairs near Stygia.
And they go underground, which is already not a good sign.
Yep.
You scary, creepy stairs. Go down into the ground. I'm sorry.
This is like... This feels like morning prayers for me. I'm gonna go to my corner now.
Answer me again while you date her.
He kind of blinks, looks up for a moment. Snoo, snoo.
Ah, right.
Kind of subtly nods.
Alright, so you first or me first? Or,
It's nice to know I'm not the one that Thelona thinks is the weirdest.
should we roll for it?
He kind of blinks, puts out a hand flat, and then puts the other hand over it in a fist, getting ready.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Basically. Although I don't know if they would have scissors then. It would probably be like rock, paper, knife.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this, Matt?
How about we don't? Is there a D3? No, there's a D4.
You can create a D3 if you type it in instead of using the roller. Like if you do roll, what is it? /roll D3, it would do it. I think.
All right, so
Yeah,
I was
I
gonna
just
say rock, paper, scissors. One's rock, two is paper, three scissors, or in this case, maybe a dagger.
Yeah, it'd be rock, paper, knife.
Knife.
So,
Rock, paper, knife.
Yeah, rock, paper, knife.
All right.
Which
Are
is
you
still
ready?
better than rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, but we won't go there. Alright, so 1 is rock, 2 is paper, 3 is knife, right?
Yep.
Alright. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go. Alright.
You picked knife and he picked paper. You get to go. You get to choose.
I go first.
Blast.
It's the-
Gets out.
it's
Your
the
backs
Lona.
up into the corner.
It's Thelona. She will immediately look ready to wade into danger.
And I forget how she has a light of some kind.
She has torches. She can pull a torch.
All right.
I could also technically. I think usually I cast light on one of her items for.
Cast light on her sword.
I cast light on her sword then.
10, 15, 20.
I think Theobald always did something similar, like he cast light on his sword.
Basically, yeah.
Yep.
That'll be probably what he does on his way down as well. You notice that the stairs are slowly coming to some sort of conclusion, but you don't quite see the bottom of them yet from up here.
Alright. Let's see. I can actually just go right down there. What's the radius on light?
I believe it's 20 foot.
It's 20-foot bright light, 40-foot dim light.
Alright.
So you can see past 20, but it's dim.
So actually, Theobald's going to probably wait a little bit to be further in the back. Not because he's afraid of being smacked, but because he wants to make sure the squishies don't get squished. And also provide light for the rest of the group.
He also is the only one out of the group that's injured right now.
Everybody single file down the stairs, because that's all the room we got.
Oh no. Lightning bolt. No!
It'd be funny if they had lightning bolt, but I don't think so.
Now, if he was a truly evil DM, he would do a vampire dragon with a light breath.
That's a follow. Hello, follower. Thank you for watching.
You're
Right.
welcome.
Oh.
I do.
Do you just unfollow so you can follow again?
No.
Okay.
You're
I
the
think
only
there's
one
a
that
second
hasn't moved up at all, Aaron.
Boss.
Oh, hang on, I'm coming.
Thank you.
There we go. There you can see the bright and the dim.
I was wondering what was causing that. Okay.
Oh, it's Crusader's Mantle.
No, the blue is Crusader's Mantle. The yellow.
The green and
It
yellow is also where the light is.
Yep.
Hey, yellow. Oh,
Green
sorry.
and yellow. I don't see any green and yellow.
Yeah, I don't either. You might have only made it so yourself and DM can see it.
That might be a setting on my token that I don't have access to.
Boop.
Okay, now I see it. Which looks interesting when it's overlapping with the Crusader's Mantle.
Yeah, but it just does let us know where the light is, so that'll help Matt.
Mm-hmm. Actually, before you take that last 5-foot square,
Mm-hmm.
give me a perception check.
All right. $20.
Okay, yeah, they're not that stealthy. As you get close to the corner, you do hear another hissing and a semi-growling creature around the corner, and they are not far as you hit that landing.
I would take a little peek.
Um,
You know, kind of flush against this wall that I'm standing against and just peek around the corner.
Yeah, I assume.
Sword up and out. So, sword is kind of above my head kind of thing.
Okay. I assume you're trying to do a stealth peek, essentially?
Yes, I am. You want me to roll it?
Yes, please, because they are very close by.
Bonus not being very stealthy today, but that might be the booze.
That'd be against their passive perception, whatever it is.
What would passive perception be?
Do they have a perception bonus?
Yeah, they do have a plus to perception, yes.
So it's their bonus plus 10. There's no dice roll involved, it's just their bonus plus 10.
Oh, so 17. They as soon as you peek over, you immediately see reddish yellow eyes dart your direction, and a very loud hiss as it starts to slowly crawl down the hallway towards you.
All right. Guess we're at a niche then, because it knows I'm here and I know it's here. So
I'm guessing the rest of us probably heard it, but don't actually. Oh boy, it's another full-on vampire.
Yeah, I must say, Geralt managed to get that far down before combat's initiated.
Up, I need to highlight my token. Come on,
Yes.
tokens. Come
You're
on.
not in a good spot to fight.
Yeah, I know, but there's nothing I could do about it.
I know.
At least it's gonna have a lot of trouble hitting you because you're Thelona.
That's true.
This would be a really bad place for me to use Insect Plague.
Be a
Yeah.
bad place for me to use Lightning Bolt.
And
On
bad
the
place
other
for me to
hand, if
use
there's
Dawn.
multiples of these things, we can't get overwhelmed. But yeah, it is going to be tough for the melee people.
Luckily, most of us aren't melee people.
Crazy
And
enough, a majority of you have at least secondaries, and aren't terrible at them, despite what the numbers say should happen. Okay, yeah, so it's
No.
What
now
the heck is that
everybody-
rolls a 0?
Meh?
It
Oh.
says Matt WGM rolls a 0.
Oh,
Yeah,
that first
did you-
one was for the vampire.
Yeah, that actually should have been 11. I hate to say. You just doubled the plus, and it didn't know, and the automation didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah, that's what it happened.
The hell?
There's 2 pluses in there for some reason.
So it should be 7 plus 4, 11. So the vampire should be going at 11. Now that you know it, you can manually deal with it.
Yeah. Giselle's the first one to go, apparently.
And she's way the fuck in the back. She even aware something's going on.
Probably not really. She's just kind of in the back corner, more or less stuck where she is. I'm gonna say for right now. She's not really concerned at the moment, and she's not aware something's going on, so she's just probably gonna wait out her turn, not knowing anything, just waiting for others to move patiently.
Wait, what's that?
Mhm.
Oh, Giselle.
Yeah.
I'm even further back behind Giselle. All I can hear is kind of maybe faint sounds ahead. Maybe.
Just you barely hear the rest of the crew moving into the stairwell, basically. Thelona.
Alright. Chew on steel, bloodsucker.
That's going to make this fight a lot harder, because now it's not going to move within line of sight of everybody else.
Yeah, but you do hear me screaming that.
I know, I'm just saying, certain people won't be able to use ranged attacks.
I still have move.
Oh, you're going to hit it and then move back?
Yep.
Gonna take that try, okay.
Alright, so.
Let me double check. Right, okay. That hits, 16.
Mm-hmm. Second attack. 12.
That hits, a negative 12.
And that was 1, 2,
Yep,
3, 4. I can back up.
which gives him an attack of opportunity, I believe.
Yeah,
It does.
because you can't use disengage if you attack, so obviously...
I know. I'm cool with this. That will not hit me.
Help use the smack against your armor and annoyed hiss as you manage to pull away. Actually, wait a second.
Actually, I will back up actually to there.
How did he? Oh, maybe I wasn't. That probably was the other vampire that didn't get removed,
2,
right?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, the
Hang
one
on.
from the previous fight was still
Yeah.
on the tracker?
5, 10,
20, 25.
30, 35, 40. I could do that. I could back off and let Gareth take the next, but should I?
He's got less health and armor than you, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'll stand in front. That was going to be the trade-off, and I'm like, if Gareth was going before the vampire, I would have done it, so he could pull out his, big whack him hammer.
Axe.
But is he using an axe now? I thought he was using a blunt instrument.
His
I think it-
current best weapon is a hammer.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but no, it's going almost next. So
Yeah, that's why I was talking about potentially getting a piercing weapon, then we'd have all 3 damage types.
Speaking of which, I take it your turn. You're done with your turn then.
yep, I will stay here in human shield.
All right, Xena.
Is it possible to hold action with a cantrip to attack something as soon as it walks in sight?
I believe you can. You can do that with magic, as I recall. Just that would take up a spell slot. If it's a cantrip, it's not going to take up a spell slot.
Right,
You're just waiting for a specific thing in order to cast a spell.
Yeah. Because I obviously heard Valena take a swing at something. I get into position and I hold action with Eldritch Blast.
All right. So speaking of which, its turn. 5, 10.
And that's my action.
Eldritch Blast!
Well, that second one probably missed.
The first one did more damage, though, so...
Yeah, the second one does miss, but it does take damage. Oh, and I just remembered. It heals every turn.
How much does it heal?
20 points.
Well, it
Well, we've
still
done
took
more than
8.
that.
18 now.
So yeah, that was just 10, and took a several bolts to the body, 8 bolts to the body rather, and dodged another one, as it growls in anger and looks at the now obvious 3 of you. Trying to think, where's?
I'm just,
I'm trying to figure out where its movement speed is.
I'm just giving
there
it
it
the
is.
command look, the
Okay.
command gesture.
And comes moving forward. And multi-attack. First attack. Nope.
Miss.
Second attack.
Miss.
Yeah, you each time it reaches out its clawed hands to grab at you, you just kind of swipe it away with your hilt, and every time you just hear a growl of annoyance as the creature is still trying to grab a hold of you.
Dodge.
Hilarious.
Okay. So, I'm going to. I can overlap like that, right?
You can't stay there, I didn't think.
Yeah, you can't stay there, but you can move through them, yeah.
I can move through them, okay.
You could move up to the empty spot in between me and Garroth if you wanted to.
And that's where you'll be stuck.
I will. I'll wind up getting stuck there, but I should be okay. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on the vampire.
Alright.
More
Oh,
Eldritch Blast.
Huh?
I said more Eldritch Blast.
Blast. Eldritch Blast.
That'll
and I'll
do.
repeat that.
I don't know if the 15 will hit.
The 15 barely misses.
Okay. But you did another 10 to it.
Yep. Once again, two shots at it, and one of them manages to stick the creature with an annoyed growl of pain. Also, yeah, I was just about to ask, how long can you keep that spell up, by the way? The aura you
Crusader's
have
Mantle.
that Blair's has up.
Crusader's Mantle.
Yeah, Crusader's
Crusader's
Mantle.
Mantle.
How long
Let's
does
see
it
here.
last?
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Crusader's Mantle lasts up to a minute.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
kind
Oh,
of
it would have burnt out by now.
Yeah, it would be. You would have had to recast it.
Mm.
We'll just
Alright,
say
so-
you probably forgot.
Yeah,
in the heat of
currently
the
it's
moment.
not going to be on, but yeah, if you want to, you can bring it back up next round if you want. Otherwise, yeah,
Okay.
it was perfectly fine move to come up and do an Eldritch Blast anyways.
Okay. I'm
That's
just gonna
cool.
put this to 0 just so that if anyone else is hoping to use the extra points from the damage from Crusader's Mantle, that they realize it's not on right now.
Yep,
Yeah.
There we
good.
go.
Now we just have Thellona's glowing sword.
All right, so
I
that's
just
your
had
turn.
I just had a crazy thought, but unfortunately I can't do it now because of where Valerius is.
Sorry. I need to move. I need to be useful in combat.
Can
Thanks.
I
guess
hit this
Technically,
vampire?
I can. Huh?
What was that, Valena?
Can I hit this vampire at all with this huge crowd in front of me?
Yeah.
What are you using?
Well, I'm thinking about doing a second level witch bolt.
Something that injures all creatures.
Wouldn't that be a problem though? Because it creates an actual physical bolt leading up to the creature?
It depends. Let me read it. Yeah. That's going to be... Because that actually creates an arc between you and the creature. I'm thinking that would probably get all of us.
Alright, then I'll just use a first level magic missile then.
Which will go around us and hit the creature.
Yeah. Oh, dang it, it's not set up. Anyways. Let's
Is it
see.
1d4? Or no,
1d4
it's,
plus 1. So it'd be 3. It'd be 3d4 plus 3 because that would be all 3 bolts hitting the vampire.
In damage.
Seems to be the theme tonight.
just whittle them away with that 10 damage.
It's done. It's taken 38 points of damage thus far. Well, 58, but healed 20.
The series of force bolts hit it as he growls. Geralf's turn. Gonna have to do this at range, and he has no reach weapons.
He has a crossbow, but it probably won't do any good because it's not magic.
That is actually probably very true. But he wouldn't be smart enough to know that. I don't know why, I just needed to... Okay. Don't check also what he has. Yeah, he just has regular bolts. He don't know. And actually, what is their thing? Natural armor, yada yada. Should change your military resistance. Oh. Well, that's a saving throw. Miss escape, regeneration. Weaknesses, actions.
It says under shape changer that it is at the very end. It says it is immune to all non-magical damage except the damage it takes from sunlight.
So okay. Vengeance.
Not even silver would hurt it. You'd have to have an actual magic weapon.
That seems like a.
Sounds like
that-
I should be calling up the
That
dog.
sounds like a forgotten rule there, but yeah.
Well, usually silver was more with like hand throws than the
That's
undead.
also true. Yeah, it really depends upon the setting. He hits you, and you see a bolt actually go right into the creature's shoulder, but he just kind of blinks, frowns as he looks at it, and just rips out and tosses it aside like it's nothing. Anybody have magic bolts? Starts to try to look back behind him.
If only I hadn't given my magic daggers to what's his name? Roger. Maybe I should have gave them to Geralt instead.
Theobald. Theobald does not have a magic ranged weapon, but
Isn't that hammer magical?
yeah, but it's not a reach weapon.
Oh, the Nordic thrower.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess maybe that is. Let me double check.
I would assume that would be magic because of the fact that it returns the way it does.
Just picturing
Oh
it.
yeah.
As he swings, it hits everyone in the back of the head until it hits the vampire in the face. Everyone's like, ow, 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 ow.
Also, let me see here.
Actually... From what I saw, the vampire only has damage resistance, not immunity to non-magical attacks.
Follow.
Maybe you were looking at Vampire Lord?
There is no Vampire Lord in 5e. It's just
Okay.
vampire. Like I said, if you bring it up in the compendium, you don't go down to its resistances. Look at the end of Shape Changer. It says it is immune to all non-magical damage except the damage it takes from
sunlight. Okay, yeah. That's kind of weird that they put it under damage resistance and not immunity.
Well, it's not even under damage resistance. It's under the description for Shape Changer.
No, I meant if you look up in the section above it where it says damage resistance.
Oh.
It says damage resistance to necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. That should be damage immunity.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Blood Drinker Vampire, no Vampire, Cobalt Vampire Spawn, Mind Drinker Vampire, Vampire. Okay, there we go. Let's see.
Blah, 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 blah. Right.
And
I was trying to figure out. Oh, yeah. Okay. Before he pulls out the thrower, which he is going to do. Yeah. Let's go crazy.
Yeah, according to D&D Beyond, it gives you a +3 to attack. It's a +3 magic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you putting said spiritual weapon, by the way?
I'm trying to find one so I can find a place to put it. Well, it would help if the damn search thing would give you proper searches anymore. Oh, actually, am I supposed to? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, anyway. Well, I double-checked the spell before I casted it, and from what I saw, you can cast that 60 feet away.
Yes, you can.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Yep.
Does kind of mess with my plan.
Everybody messes with your plan.
I was gonna dimension door me and Garoth behind it.
Well, technically, it's also a floating weapon, so whatever. To hit is 22, does 13 damage. As suddenly it's whapped from behind it and gives an annoyed hiss as it quickly looks behind it and sees a glowing sword. And while he's distracted, a twirling sound begins.
Throws the hammer.
Sweet Odin's Raven, swoosh, and immediately tinks into the ground behind the vampire. Does it actually come back to him if it misses?
So
I don't think it does.
I was gonna point out something real quick. So this is based off the Dwarven Thrower, right?
Yes.
It even says in the description it's supposed to have a +3 to attack and damage, but I don't see the +3 in either of those rolls.
When you have a ranged attack using this weapon, it deals extra 1d8 damage, or the target is giant 2d8 damage. Oh, that's
Yeah, but if you look at the top, it says you gain a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Immediately after the attack, the weapon comes touch your hand. No, it doesn't have to hit it. It's just immediately after the attack.
Okay.
Yeah, but it would still only be a 15 though.
Yeah, I was just pointing it out though.
Yeah, there should be a +3 bonus.
Oh, so wait.
It should have been a 15 and a 14 for the rolls.
Yep.
Still a missed. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Still missed, but but it's just worth noting that you might need to edit the item so it has the
What
plus
is with
3s.
everything suddenly needing to be fixed again? Why can't Roll20 just make things just stay the way they fucking are? It's like everything's broken today all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's
I
fucking
wonder,
getting old real
I
fucking
wonder if
fast.
I wonder if it's Roll20 or if it's these character sheets.
No,
Well,
it's
not just the character
sheet.
sheets, because the initiative thing I used wasn't built into the character sheets.
Right.
And we're
And
pulling
still
these,
foobarred what the vampire was doing, but anyway.
we're pulling these from the compendium, and that should be fine. It's not the character sheets.
Well, I do know that the person that made these sheets stopped updating them, so certain things don't actually work properly from the compendium. But there's no way to check for sure unless you drag and drop the item into the other character sheet to see if it works.
Right.
Trying to see here. How far can you shoot with a bow again?
A lot far enough.
Yeah, plenty.
Even a short bow actually has a really long range.
And with an audible hiss, you just see an arrow embed itself into the chest of the vampire as it actually grabs it with a look of pain.
Don't forget the sneak attack.
Oh, that's right, sneak attack, because he's busy with other people. Boom.
I think she was actually the majority of the damage on the previous vampire we fought.
So 14 plus 16, that's 30?
Yep.
Jeez. Yeah, it pierces right through him, and you can see him just barely grabbing the back end of the arrow, just like. "Argh!"
So he's still up, or is he?
He is still up.
Yeah, she was. That's. I know why her freaking attacks are so lethal. She also has those freaking bracers that make her ranged attacks more powerful. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, she's twinked. But Bellona's twinked pretty hardcore too. So.
Zipping.
All right. Try this again.
This time with more feeling.
Choppy.
20 takes 20, yep.
Choppy?
Starting to make him
Choppy.
into a gooey mess. More gooey mess, but he's not quite done.
He's gonna heal 20 back then, because it's his turn coming up. Unless you can kill him first.
Oh, yeah, Azina's turn first.
Quick question:
Mm.
is it possible for me to push past Valerius and Dimension Door Garroth to the other side of the vampire?
I assume it's possible for you to move and cast a spell at the same
Yeah,
time.
it's only you cannot end your move
Yeah.
in the same
All right.
space as somebody else.
I would say maybe move the spirit weapon to like here and just say it's over Garroth after we move down there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming he wouldn't resist when I try to teleport us.
Probably
he's
not.
used to it at this
Besides,
point.
you probably catch him by surprise anyways.
Well, it's just that he has to be willing for us to teleport together.
He won't refuse it, yeah. You're part of the group.
All right, and put him right here.
That's
And-
a weird but neat trick.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to give. Let's see who's next. I'll give Valena a bardic inspiration.
First time this game. I'm just kidding.
I think it might be the first time this campaign.
That's what I was saying.
And my turn is done. Only reason I didn't give it to Valerius is because I assume she's probably going to cast Crusader's Mantle again.
You'd be assuming correct.
Which dice roll is the Bardic inspiration.
It's a D10, and you can add it to pretty much anything at this point. Either a damage to hit, saving throw, ability check.
The vampire's beaten to hell is still going to try to attack Lona, as it's the closest person that's done a lot of damage to him. Ooh!
Ooh, that will hurt.
That means he gets you into a grapple.
All right.
Oh gosh. If Florina becomes a vampire, we're all boned.
I was just thinking that too. We're all pretty much dead.
You'd have to do a lot of damage to actually
Yeah, he would have to do a
successfully
lot
turn
of damage in one bite in order to take her down. Oh, but he does it.
Oh God!
He gets
God!
he gets a bite in, but that's not going to kill her.
I
Oh,
run
hell no.
away. You're on your own.
Son, you're on your own.
That's
Okay,
what,
so that's
19
8.
Oh wait, do I have holy water?
Technically, you didn't take 8 because he has to give up the damage in order to grapple you.
Okay, so he grappled and then did 19.
Mm-hmm.
So that would take me down to 138.
Yeah, and you've actually permanently lost the 14 until you rest.
And I believe he heals the 14, doesn't he?
I think that's what it says.
Equal to the target's hit points maximum is reduced by the amount equal to the necrotic damage taken, and the
Yeah.
vampire regains the hit points equal to that amount.
Yeah, so he healed. He did heal himself. It's not much compared to all the damage we've done to him, but he did heal himself.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it possible for me to take my holy symbol and make holy water with my water skin?
I think
I
that
think that would
takes
take an action.
I think that also takes longer than a turn in combat. That's something
Yeah,
that's something you're supposed to
technically-
pre-prepare.
Yeah, it's basically you cast the equivalent of bless on the water skin,
Oh, okay.
and that's what makes holy water. At least that's the way it was always described to me.
There's actually, I think you actually, what was it? There's a specific spell that does it now.
Oh, really?
Because I had it on one of my on my sorcerer that I had before. I gotta look up what it was though. I'm gonna open the player's handbook while you guys are figuring other stuff out.
Anyways, he's healed. You're down a permanent 14 for the moment at least. And I
Okay.
believe, yeah, it's Belarius' turn.
I cast Crusader's Mantle again. Going up, no. All right, and
Yeah, I think the spell that does it might actually be in freaking Xanthar's Guide, which I don't have downloaded right now.
I can look it up. What's the spell?
I don't remember because I was trying to find it.
Give me a moment. Let me pop into D&D Beyond, and I will look for it.
That's what I'm doing.
It's
right
not
now.
like super important to what we're doing right now, but I was.
I
trying-
know, but I'm not on turn, so
Let's see. Bard,
So that's your turn, Belarius?
yeah, because
Thunderclap,
really do too
Earth
much.
Tremor,
Alright.
unless I throw my
Cloud
scimitar at
Techniques,
it.
Velena.
Gyre. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a question.
Yes.
I'm a priestess of the White Hand, or former priestess, right?
Yes.
How much knowledge of the undead do I have?
Basically, a history check.
All right.
Why? What are you trying to figure out?
Vampire weaknesses.
Yeah, that'd be just a quick history check, and I believe you have a big enough bonus to a history check.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, let's see here. Vampire weaknesses. The vampire has the following flaws. Forebodings. The vampire can't enter a residence without an invitation from one of the occupants. Harmed by running water, the vampire takes 20 acid damage if it ends up its turn in running water. Stake to the heart. If a piercing weapon made of wood is driven to the vampire's heart while the vampire is incapacitated, in its resting place, the vampire is paralyzed until the stake is removed. Until it's removed. Sunlight hypersensitivity. The vampire takes 20 radiant damage when it starts its turn in sunlight. While in the sunlight, it has a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
All right, I relay all this information to the party because I'm not going to say all that, but basically in Conan terms. And then I'm going to magic missile it again. With all three, first level, all 3 bolts are going to hit it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add the D10.
By the way, the spell that you were looking for is called Ceremony.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. It does multiple.
Negative.
It does multiple priestly things, basically.
But one of them is Bless Water.
Negative 15. He's still hurting pretty bad, but despite all the gore coming out of him, he's still not down yet.
All right.
Geralt's turn. Now that he's in a totally different position. I keep trying to go there. I just need to go here. Smacky smacky with Asheronian Malt plus 2. And it does connect, and it does do damage. It is still not down, but man, he is looking pretty pulverized. He probably broke the thing's arm.
Doesn't he have a second attack?
Oh, that's right, he does, doesn't he?
Fun day to be Geralt.
I will break you. Nope. It hisses and immediately grabs the hammer with his good hand. I said I'm gonna break you, let go! As this fight is happening, a floating holy sword comes back down for a moment to try and take another stab.
Wait, so... Oh, we're going to cast magic mist. Never mind. I was still trying to freaking download Xanathar's guide, so that happened.
Oh, ceremony? Is that?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I just lost track of what was going on because I was downloading a PDF. Because I remember I lost a bunch of my PDFs.
The spiritual weapon misses. Maybe he'll have better luck with the thrower this time. At least it returns to me every time my throat. There we go. Exactly had 8 hit points left.
Okay, well...
With a crunch, the vampire lets out a hiss and starts to tumble back over. However, he's not getting a red cross right now. He's incapacitated at the moment. Giselle is up next. I don't think she can really do anything other than maybe take another pot shot at it if she needs to. So let me see here. She can. Yeah,
assuming we need to burn the body again, basically.
Mm-hmm. She can get to here and it readies another shot in case it's needed. So she's waiting her turn for a combat action. Thelona. Actually, you got a torch in your hand, don't you?
No, I don't. I've got a glowy sword.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
She does have a torch on her person that she could probably.
I do have I do have torches in my backpack. But mind you, Matt, I'm reading this, and there is nothing in here about about fire affecting vampire regeneration.
That's usually a thing with regeneration.
It mentions radiant damage or holy water.
The sacred flame was the answer.
Yeah!
Vampire regains 20 hit points at the end of its turn if it has at least 1 hit point and isn't in sunlight. Oh, no, it needs to have still 1 hit point.
Oh.
Vampire takes radiant damage or damage from holy water. This trait doesn't function from the start of the vampire's next. Oh,
Real quick, Rand, you have torches, right?
Yep.
Could you break one and make a makeshift stake?
Who needs a stake? I mean, that's pretty much the bottom of the torches are, well, not completely sharp or sharp enough. But, again, there's another qualifier in here. That stake through the heart only works if it's incapacitated.
Which it is.
And in its home soil.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm sure Matt's not using all the vampire rules for these since this is Conan, not regular D&D.
Vampire incapacitated in its resting place, I should say.
Oh.
So there.
Honestly, I feel there are ways you could still use a stake without it, but you'll have to be very careful of that. Because I'm pretty sure fucking up trying to stake a vampire means you get another attack of opportunity on you. If you're going in there like a melee combat.
So.
But anyways, it has taken radiant damage, and you have downed him, so I'll take that.
So if we have turn-wise, I will pull out one of my torches, sharpen the bottom with my sword, and then drive the damn thing through its chest. Full-on Buffy the Vampire Slayer style.
All right. Well, yeah. If you're going to do that really quickly while it's incapacitated, yeah, you can really quickly sharpen it and stab him.
Mm-hmm.
And you do get a temporary. Just goes still, completely.
All right. And then I pull out another torch, and I sharpen that end too. Just to have a emergency Mr. Pointy. Alright. We should probably keep moving.
Yeah.
Actually, how long does a spiritual weapon last? That's also
Although
1
I
minute.
don't know why, but part of me was expecting it to explode into dust.
Kind of.
I just realized that the Crusader's mantle was probably a waste because I think Garroth actually didn't even roll the extra damage when he.
Oh, that's because
attacked.
he just. Oh, that's right. I forgot to add those
It
extra.
was right
D4s.
after.
Everyone forgot to make sure he rolled those. Yeah.
Because it was after me, so I wasn't paying attention. And
Everybody was busy paging through books. Anyways, the light area is how far again? 20?
20, it's the yellow.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Alright, I'm not seeing anything.
So far, nothing. Alright. Gonna have everybody follow up a little bit. Nobody else moving?
Hold on, yeah, sorry. Oops.
Sneak up here.
So did we mention Aaron and I went out for brunch for the first time in over a year?
Woohoo!
Oh,
Brunch.
I am really glad we brought Thelona. That might have been a lot worse if we hadn't.
so everyone's kind of
You
sorting up
say
over
that
here.
you say that now, but 6 vampires in when she finally gets knocked down to 0.
There's not 6 of them, I promise.
I think
Well, if we run into a big room full of vampires, at least I'll finally have a use for some of my spells.
Ah, finally have a use for Dawn. As long as no one else is in the room. I
So-
mean,
So, speaking of which, Thelona, you're in front. Perception check.
Oh boy, here we go. This is all just a giant by 5 tunnel just full of vampires.
Yeah, I'm having Night Gaunt flashbacks.
Oh my
Oh.
god. So, Thelona, as you're heading towards where this tunnel is taking you, you do manage to see a bit of a flickering light ahead, and you do hear multiple voices hissing and whispering amongst themselves.
Alright. Now can I do well on stealth? Hey! The
Jesus.
vampire sucked the booze out of me!
Maybe that's why he lost. He got drunk off your blood.
Oh, I suddenly have a contact high. Ugh. So I take it you're going to try and sneak further up here.
I want to sneak and take a look around and, yeah, see what I see.
This is where it becomes a straight hall right there. And
Since they're
beyond
actually in a
that-
lit room, they probably won't notice the glowing sword.
You know, it's a
What?
glowing sword. Yeah.
And let me actually zoom out further to get all of this, because now you're peeking around a corner into an actual lit room. And as I
Sneaky,
promised-
as I'm waving everyone back.
And as I promised, there's not 6 of them, only 5!
He's also gotten smarter with his stream.
Oh, you've been noticing I've been trying to make sure you can't see ahead? Naughty,
Can't
naughty
cheat anymore.
metagamer. That's another follow, hello.
No, it's just me unfollowing
Oh.
and then refollowing constantly.
Damn you!
And then I will sneak back.
Alright.
Okay, so there are 5 of them.
I say we send in the person that can do the light thing.
I was gonna say, what do we got? Any good spells we can lead with?
I have a good spell that I could do, and I think we might be far enough away to do it.
I also
have
have a
this
spell
one.
I might try. Matt, you might need to make a bunch of aura things to mark what's on the map.
What about that one? Think I could cast that one?
Range 60 feet. 5, 10, 15,
40-foot high
20,
cylinder, 30-foot radius.
25. And it's a 40 radius, you said?
No, it's
30-foot radius.
30 foot.
That would hit all of them no matter what.
I finally get to do it,
5,
maybe.
10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 15. Yeah. And you
I'd
can
be
do it
so
from
happy.
far enough back, you won't get roasted by it at the same time.
Oh, yes.
Then we're gonna all have to immediately roll for initiative because they kind of.
Oh, Matt,
That
question. How much damage do they take for sunlight?
They're vulnerable to radiant, so they take double damage.
So they would take 8d10 on a failed save. Or 40-10 times 2, actually. The 40-10 is always what's rolled. And then they would take 40-10 on a successful save.
All right, let's do this thing. Let's see what
Let's
happens.
do this thing. Should I move up so I can get line of sight, or?
You basically need to move at least here to be able to see into the room properly.
Alright, I'm going to... Should I do a stealth check then?
Sure, and I'm gonna give you slight advantage for trying to stay as far back as possible in the first place. I'm gonna tweak it down a little bit. Not that you needed it.
Alright, so I'm going to stealth.
Yeah, I think even their normal perception was not gonna
What
catch
are
that
you-
actually.
No.
Just one over it.
There we go. I need this one.
There.
Getting into line of sight.
Oh, okay.
That's this one, right?
So
All
you
right.
move there carefully.
Carefully. All right. And I'm going
You
to
you
do...
yeah, you succeeded by 1 on the stealth.
Mhm.
All right, then I guess I will cast Dawn on them.
So are you
All
gonna
right.
use the roll that's already there, or is she gonna do it again?
What do you want me to do, Matt?
Technically, she needs to roll it again because that was just to have a look at the spell.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alright.
cross your fingers.
Hope you don't roll worse.
Actually, what can I do
Knocking
here?
on
I
wood.
have stuff like blind faith and stuff. As a bonus action, I can spend 1 holy power to crit a natural 19 or 20 until the end of your turn.
Yeah, but you can't crit on spells.
Well, saving throw spells.
Right.
Yeah, it's all saving
Oh.
throws, so she can't.
Okay.
Jesus.
You rolled 2 10s and a 9.
All right, Matt. Make 5 DC 16 con saves.
Constitution saves, DC 16.
Mm-hmm.
1 made it.
1, 35 points. 70
2
points.
made it.
35 points. 70 points.
Oh wait, no, one more. Yeah.
You're actually hitting Constitution check instead of save, but if
Is
they don't
there-
get a bonus,
Yeah, is there a difference for creatures?
sometimes creatures have a bonus
wait.
on certain saves.
No, it's the same.
Okay.
It's the same bonus.
So-
It's a +4.
Okay.
So 3 of them took 70.
Labeling them from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 takes 35. 2 takes 70. 3 takes 35. 4 and 5 both take 70 points of radiant damage.
Holy crap!
And the
I can
light
actually...
is still there.
Which means they'll take
and
damage on their
it lasts for
turns.
up to 1 minute, and I can move it up to 60 feet.
I don't think they take.
They can with the light.
When
in
it
effect-
when it appears, they take damage, but they don't take damage on remaining turns. It just keeps it.
Yes, they do, because it's still a radiant effect, and because they're weak against radiant, that's under the vampire.
yeah, no, because it's the light. This light is sunlight, so it's lit. Yeah, the holy shit.
Yes.
They're taking 20 more damage each turn. They don't take the. They don't take the.
They no longer take the heal, or at least they take. Oh, that's right. Actually, because they're in sunlight, the heal's already canceled, and then they take an additional 20 damage.
Yes,
Okay, so
they are pumped.
I'm guessing we should well, actually, you need to clear the old initiative table out first.
Yes, in just a moment. Negative 70 for the last one. It's you. Yeah, you just see a brilliant flash of light, and it's still active as you just hear in chorus.
It's so shiny.
So when they're in sunlight, they take like the reverse of their regen. They take the damage. They take
Yeah, they take
20
the
damage.
exact reverse of what they would have normally had otherwise.
And then I need to put down that I cast
It was
this.
4. Yeah, they get plus.
Oh, I need to take a look at this spell in its full form, because it says you keep having to make the save at the end of your turn.
Oh, wow, they're boned.
They are humped.
The way it's described there, though, it makes it sound like they only take the damage.
That's
when it
why I'm
appears.
looking for the source.
Is it in the player's handbook, or is it?
That's what I'm gonna find out. I'm over on D&D Beyond right now,
Probably, yeah. Daylight, alright.
and it will tell me the source of the spell.
Well, here's where I got it from.
Okay. 64 rays
This-
lights versus light
Actually. Here's the website.
Oh, wait.
It's from Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's dawn. Never mind. I put daylight to work. Light is sunlight, so there's 65 radius, 4d10.
God dang it! This freaking box
Oh.
updated. Now my short, everything's different. Ah.
Don't like different.
Well,
I
there used to be like a bunch of shortcuts on the I could have on the side. None of them. It's not doing it now.
This is important because if we are in the Dawn effect, we would be ending our turn in the cylinder too.
Cylinder?
That's what it calls it.
It's a cylinder.
It's a cylinder of
40
light.
Cylinder.
Cylinder would be like a line almost, wouldn't it?
It's
Yeah.
what it means is it's a circular effect going all the way up.
Oh.
It's an orb of light,
Except not an orb, a cylinder.
like
Even
like
in-
half an
even-
orb.
Even
It's sitting
in
on the ground.
Even in Xanathar's guide, though, it just says when the cylinder appears, each creature in it must make a saving throw.
Yes, I'm looking. I'm seeing if there's like a sage advice on
Oh
it.
yeah. Actually, no, but it also says they must make a saving throw when it ends its turn in the cylinder. So if they don't move forward out of it, yeah, they will take more damage.
And it is a concentration. I should point that out.
Oh, so I can't have
You can't do another spell until you drop it. Yeah.
well, I can't do Crusader's Mantle anymore,
That's
can I?
fine.
Mhm.
You're kicking more ass with Dawn right now.
So
Yeah.
I dropped Crusader's Mantle.
Well, you
then.
would probably have to drop Crusader's Mental just walking down the hall anyway.
Okay. There we go.
You all take a little time trying to sneak around a bit.
Yeah, they take the 4d10, or in this case, the 8d10,
They have
all
enough.
over.
They have enough movement though that they could get out of it.
But
If
I
they,
can
yeah,
move
it's
it.
if they stay there.
What you
I
need,
can-
what you need to do is you need to make a different aura for Dawn to put on the in the area where it was cast.
The problem is the aura effects center on your character. You can't put it randomly. You would have
Oh.
to make a custom token and put it where the Dawn thing is and give it a radius. Like, actually, that would work. Matt, find a picture of a glowing orb. Make a token out of it.
That's actually what I was
Give-
looking for.
Give control to Aaron. And then just give it a fucking white aura.
Let's see.
Because we do
Actually-
this right.
That'd be cool.
Let's see. All right.
So I think, where are you thinking, Aaron? It's
Yeah, right around there is fine.
I'm trying to
One or
remember
the
how
other of
big a
these
round it's
two.
supposed to be. It's 40?
It is 40 foot high and it is 30,
30
foot
30
radius.
foot radius.
Radius 30.
Granted, a radius is from the middle to the edge.
I thought I rolled initiative already, and I
So it'd be
didn't.
60 feet across.
Oh shoot! Are we doing that?
Technically
Please
speaking, yes.
clearing
So
the
that
board.
big.
What big? I don't see anything.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to make it visible to the players.
Nobody, nobody go in the room.
I would have made it white myself, but
Intense fire of the sun damage. Yeah, they better be booking it out of there. How far can they go? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
well,
30.
let's wait till the rest of us have
Ooh.
initiative up.
They can't get out of it, can they?
One of them can. One of them can get out of it at the end of their turn.
Yep. Do remember at the beginning of the turn they're taking 20 points of damage.
Yes.
That is definitely an anti-undead spell.
Aaron
So
casts Detect Undead with a blast radius starting
oh, yeah,
here.
So holy shit! So at the end of their turn, they get hit by the spell again, and they take sunlight damage.
No, they take sunlight damage
Yeah,
at the
they take
beginning of their
sunlight
turn.
damage at the beginning, and then they take another round of damage from being still outside the orb at the end of their
At
turn.
the end. Yeah, they're
My
getting
God.
hit coming and going.
Holy shit!
Shriek?
They pissed off the wrong group of adventurers.
I'm so happy.
They rolled really high on the initiative compared to us, though.
Huh? Oh, Oh.
Yeah, you haven't rolled yet, Aaron.
Oh yeah, I haven't rolled it.
You're the only one that hasn't rolled
I was
initiative.
gonna say there's at least one person missing. Yep.
Wait, come in. Let me highlight my token. There we go. All right. I'm just so happy. I get to blow stuff up.
And
You
descending
are
order.
you're going to be the damage MVP this turn.
I know, seriously. I do next to nothing except protect people, and now I get to kill everything. Hopefully not my
Giselle's
teammates.
turn.
You get the best of both worlds.
Didn't somebody else have a 22? Fuck, no.
Giselle.
Well, yeah, there's a vampire right underneath her.
She
that
can
has-
actually see him from about here. I think. It's a little
Mindy.
fucky. Actually.
Unless she can
Actually,
ricochet
unless
or
she could see him from there. No, she could have actually seen him clearly from there anyways. Fuck it.
Yeah, that would have actually been a better spot because she wouldn't be against the upper wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
the one that can't escape.
Yep. And that's the one she can see very clearly now and just like that
Yep.
one.
Be the one time she won't get sneak attack damage though.
Does she need it? Hits! As you hear a yelp of additional pain. It's only a shame that she doesn't have a second level barbarian. She could get multiple attacks. So,
here,
vampires.
So, starting with Mr. 22, who can't escape, takes 20 points of damage.
25, 30. Can only get there.
And then he's taking... then he has to make a con save. Get
Negative
16.
Okay. Con save. Nope.
Aaron, roll 4d10.
Wait, isn't it more if he fails?
Yes.
Yeah,
It
it's
does
doubled.
double.
It,
It does
yeah,
double.
It'll
He
be
failed.
double. That's roll, not
Hang
roll. Or not R.
There we go.
So additional 44 points of damage.
This guy is nearly cinders as you see him just barely crawl up to the edge.
I think he's crawling on all fours, going, no, no.
The funny thing is, this is a really awful fate for them, but they also totally deserve it.
Now the one that can escape,
15.
he
20,
takes 20
25.
points off the bat.
And he barely gets out. And then just kind
That's
of
fine.
blinks as he now notices the rest of you.
I have a feeling they are all realizing they're doomed.
Oh yeah, now it's going to be my job to play goalie.
Alright, another 40-10.
First another con save.
Oh, that's right, before 40-10. Well, she can still get it going while I'm doing it.
Yep,
Because either way, he's taking more damage.
yep. He took 20 off the...
I never thought I would pity vampires in D&D. Oh my god!
Okay,
That's-
that's
Holy shit! He just took 70.
76.
76, he only had 54.
Oh, he's...
Evaporated right there.
That one burst into powder.
Picturing this vampire going, wait for me, guys, wait for.
I just picture him going, no, no, and then he gets Thanos.
I don't feel so good.
Oh, that'd be better. Belarus just snapped her fingers just to do it.
Valona.
Just.
Excuse me while I cut off their escape route. Excuse me while I whip this out.
Excuse me
You
while I
just throw
cut
it
in.
right back into the cylinder.
Yeah, just grab hold of the vampire and pull him back into the light.
Look down. Put my sword down. Judge distance. Straighten my feet.
And punt
Reach
kick the
out,
vampire back.
wiggle my behind slightly. 4!
And the game golf with it, it is the same thing.
14 damage. Or 13 damage. Negative 13. Smack. I assume it's the guy right next to you.
It's the one that's actually alive, not the one that's still burning to death.
Yeah, the one that's out of the fire.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay, he takes the damage. He's still up.
I miss on that one.
Oh, yeah, you missed.
Damn.
Oh, Valera will be completely useless in this fight.
Elena,
Alright.
as you hear the screams of the dying damned.
I mean, there's still a vampire outside of the cylinder.
That's
I
the
saved
one.
one for
That,
you.
that's the one I was hitting.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that one I'm gonna use another first level magic missile.
Eat the spaghetti. Eat the spaghetti.
You know what? Why not? When am I gonna get a chance to do this again? I'll do a level 5 magic missile.
Holy shit! That makes it what? 7 missiles?
Let's see.
So
Just an extra
74
one for
plus 7.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7.
74
Don't-
plus 7.
Don't you have a spell that, actually pushes creatures back? Or doesn't one of you have one?
You mean Thunderwave? No.
Oh,
Besides, you would likely be in the way of the thunder wave.
I wouldn't care.
22 damage. You see a whole bunch of spray come out of this thing, but he is not yet dead. That last bit of flame damage really gets them. But yeah, this guy that's out of the flames is panting and basically on one leg, on his one knee.
He didn't get hit the second time from the spell. He managed to get out, so he's not
He is watching his friends explode into flames.
Buena puts her
Negative
hands to her mouth and
20.
as she watches the vampire take a knee, she's like, "Oh my gosh,
So that's
he's
20 points.
proposing."
Yeah, he
Another
took
con
20
save.
points. Yeah, and
So
another con
another-
save. So another 40-10.
That one was a bit shitty.
That was a bit
Yeah.
shitty, but it takes doubles, so
32.
32. He's still alive, but he's looking pretty worn out already. Geralt's turn. I believe you can reach around corners with weapons, correct?
Yeah.
Depends on the weapon.
Well, if he goes here, as long as you're diagonal from him, you can hit him.
Yeah, so hammer time.
Him would make more sense to say 4.
I know.
How many of you have heard of the great comic Gallagher? Smashy, smashy!
21.
Yeah, as he mentioned Gallagher. Squish.
It's not dead yet.
Oh, that's right.
I'll take care of him with Mr. Pointy when my turn comes around.
Yep. He gets pretty messed up and he flops over, but you can tell that he's going to regenerate soon. Hilarious. You're basically
good.
holding the spell right now and just keeping
I'm
them
basically
roasted.
holding the spell right now. I'm just gonna
yeah.
hang out and have fun.
Just kind of holding the spell, sitting there holding the spell, just
Maybe
going.
roast some marshmallows.
Because you can't move it up without hitting Thelona, so...
Actually, move it up. I can take that damage.
Okay, well,
Move
I'll
it, move
it
it,
up
move
then.
it up 5 feet. Because that way this guy doesn't get the regeneration roll
Oh,
next
there you
turn.
go.
And actually, that
You
means
still-
you don't even need to stay in there anymore. He just gonna roast anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And you technically don't even have to make a save unless you end your next
Yeah,
turn.
I can move 5 feet on my turn and be
Yeah,
done.
and you don't have to worry about the 20 at the beginning either, because that's just the vampire weakness.
Correct.
Roll 4 more d10 or
Just
No.
a moment.
Okay.
He has to try and run for it first. Oh no, he's not going to make it. Oh, but Thelona's right in front of him, actually.
He's gonna attack because he doesn't have anything else he can do.
Well, if he also attacks and he manages to get a bite in, he can heal himself too. He's going to go... Actually, he can either do a grab and then a bite, or he can just go right for the bite without any extras. At this point, he needs all the hit points he can try and get, so he's going to go right for the bite. Oh, does that hit?
That'll hit.
Negative
it's only
8.
8 damage. Yep, and that's a permanent 8, so I am going to need a nice long rest after this.
Yep, and he's back up to 97. Azina.
Oh, I'm gonna make them wish they never feasted on people. I'm going to cast a radius where it's just short of hitting Thelona, so it hits all the ones that are right north of her.
Oh no.
I'm going to cast Insect Plague, which I did not even roll a very good damage roll on. God damn it! I rolled 2
Constitution
ones.
15.
Yeah.
1 saved, 2 saved, 3 did
Oh,
not save.
Jesus. So that would be 1 at the top, 2, 3. Yeah, 3's the guy that's to my immediate upper right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, 2 of them take 7 and 1 would take 15.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, bees!
Where did the bugs come from? I said the light wasn't bad enough.
So now there's burning
Oh.
bugs!
Oh!
Because this is also concentration.
Oh! Freaking Azina.
But if they stay in there though, they get hit by both radiant and bugs.
Yeah, technically it's this right now, but you've managed to ground that one with the bugs that you hit.
I just picture flaming bugs stinging them.
Flaming bees!
This is insane.
Wait, doesn't Dawn do damage to the bees though?
They're
Yes.
a spell
As long as
effect.
they
They're
stay
not
in
actual
there, yes.
creatures.
Oh, okay.
But they're not
They're a
actual
spell.
creatures. They're a spell effect.
Oh, so never mind. Yeah, this is a spell effect. Yeah.
I still imagine that they're flaming bugs. God damn it!
Theobald, why?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
that's
He's
my
fucking
escape route.
prone.
You can walk through him. Fine. Whatever. Can he still
Oh.
barely see him? I'll check. Yep, 15 is just close enough. 20, going over 20 would be over his normal throw. Smack.
That's actually a 12 because it's the 3s that it's not adding.
Right. So it's 12 damage. I wonder if I tweaked it down a little bit, or maybe the hammer I was given was tweaked down.
Oh no.
That might be the case. I'll have to double check whether it actually says it on stats, but yeah. Manages to smack that one for another 12 damage. He's not over, but you hear crunch as he just like, as if the fiery pain around him wasn't bad enough.
It burns.
Burns and fire for bouncing evils. And yes, she can see him.
Yeah, I can't see Theobald's character, so I can't take a thorough.
For
wait.
anyone that's ever seen the opening bit for Robin Hood Prince of Thieves on the NES. Dun da da da.
Does she also get sneak attack because Filona's in
Oh,
combat?
that's right. She also gets sneak attack. Because Salone's right next to them. 31. How much does it have left? Oh, he's got plenty. This is hopefully weakening him enough to fall to the next bit of damage he's gonna take. Speaking of which, he's out, and instead of healing, he will have taken more damage anyways, so... He's dead.
And the only way that they could basically survive is if they somehow managed to kill Belarius and get the spell to turn off.
Yeah.
I have a wall of meat in front of me.
Actually, it's the one above that said, yep, those two are dead. That one's dead. Oh, look, it's me.
That one's gone. Thelona.
All right, well, I'm here. I can take a couple whacks at this guy. Actually,
Okay.
he bit me.
Yes.
Fighting.
Yes, he did.
Biting me is not good. I would like to rage.
Ooh, okay.
As I start laughing.
Are you in a
Oh.
frenzied rage?
I actually will go into a frenzied rage. Because after this, I'm going to want to sleep anyway. Because I need to heal. So I will go into a frenzied rage. I am also going to reckless attack. So I'm giving myself advantage. So frenzied attack, reckless attack, or frenzied rage, reckless attack. Let's go.
Jesus, okay.
That's 24.
Yep, 25.
Yeah, 25.
Still up. Still up. Barely. And that's the one.
And then I will proceed to take a 5-foot step this way.
Alright.
You know, I
That's
just
it.
picture. I just now realized because Thelona's got the light spell on her sword. They're basically going, the light burns! Run towards the light!
Wait, this is a bad idea. Oh God, my torso.
Step up to the light, children. All are welcome.
Elena,
To
your
die!
turn.
Alright, Melina is gonna move up here. Or can't she see this guy?
It's a little difficult, but
Yeah, it's a close one.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm
I'm gonna say she can kind of peek around and just barely see him.
you might have had a better angle from where you were.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. In that case, another 5th level magic missile on the.
Jeez. How many hit points does this one have? Yeah, he hasn't nearly suffered as much. Okay.
Yeah, I really didn't realize how powerful Dawn was. I thought it was just a radiant fireball.
Oh no. It is a sustained radiant fireball of doom.
Negative
Because it does
20.
D10s.
It burns! Give me your lifeblood! Which starts to immediately go right into a bite against Geralt.
I'm surprised you didn't just try to run past Thelona to get out of the light.
That's a bad mistake.
Wait, is it another roll?
Well, first it's
roll
making
another
an attack.
10?
It's now
Just a
biting
moment. He's biting Geralt, and he just got 16 hit points back, but it might not be enough to save him.
So
How's
Geralt
Geralt?
takes 21 points of damage.
Yeah, another -5.
That needs to make a Constitution
He
save.
grunts and takes pain, but that's about it. But yes, Constitution saving throw.
He will make the
Passes.
save, but it's 40-10. It's still 40-10
Yep,
damage.
40-10. So it's
Okay.
just whatever the 40-10 gives him.
25.
And doesn't matter that he got those hit points back. He's on fire and just falls backwards.
Wow. So he didn't have that much health left before he hit the bite.
Nope. He got that bite for like 16 hit points. That got him back up to 19, and he just got roasted for 25. He's gone.
Whew.
And he's last one. I assume everyone else is just watching to make sure all the corpses burn.
Yep, I'm going to sit here and go hold it for just a little longer. Alright, that's good.
I'm just gonna uncast the insect plague now. Oh yeah,
Alright.
you know
See,
what?
I-
The thing is, even if he had survived the dawn damage, he would have got hit by insect plague.
Yep. Wait, were we supposed to see the insect plague? Because I couldn't see it.
There
No.
was
No, there
we didn't
wasn't.
have a marker for it. We just were going
I
with where
basically
it
just
was.
specified I cast it so it stopped short of where Thelona was, so she wouldn't get hit.
Okay, so we've got crypts to look in.
I was gonna say we should actually probably just because if Valena knows vampire lore, she probably knows we're supposed to destroy these to permanently kill them.
Yeah, I know, but
See if they got any treasure before we destroy them.
Yes, loot them, pillage, then burn.
Which the GM will also state that maybe it's a good idea to stop for tonight because he wants to give you stuff, but forgot to actually do that.
Figured the fight would take the rest of the night instead of.
Wasn't sure,
It
but we've
burns.
had fights
It
last
burns.
longer
Didn't
and
expect
faster.
Dawn to just end the very hard boss fight.
I expected Dawn to definitely help, but I didn't expect it to literally turn the room into an easy bake oven.
I'm so happy. I love my character now. I was kind of questioning it, and now it's just like, oh, I'm just so happy.
Yeah, you haven't.
You're
haven't,
around
we haven't-
undead. You're about to turn everything into delicious little jerky.
Don't want to
Yeah.
use that, kid.
Yeah, that's the thing. Your character is basically a non-combat utility character until undead are involved. Then
In
you
which
go
case,
for
area of doom.
Yeah, then you go from meek to badass.
I mean, I do
In a
have like
snap.
the spinny sword thing too.
I just pictured
Swordburst.
Valerius standing there the whole time, swinging around in a holy symbol, yelling, "The power of Mitra compels you! The power of Mitra compels you!"
I hate
Yeah.
mortals.
No, and she's ringing this loud, obnoxious bell every time she says that, and they're like, "Oh, this is worse than death."
Just sit there. Repent, ping. Repent, ping.
I have had characters like that who basically there were clerics with their staff with a holy symbol or a holy symbol on a staff, and that was their turn undead. Repent, or be gone, foul one. Whap!
Romeo Moon 1.
Subscription.
Thanks for subscribing for 17 months.
They had like a hidden little flask of whiskey, so every time he said repent, he would take a swig and then say repent again.
Repent again.
It's like repent, repent, repent.
So all of you got. That's quite a bit of XP, actually. Yeah, there's 7 characters.
Mm-hmm.
All got 10,000 XP. I can at least tell you that much.
Well,
That was some easy math. That's a hell of a lot of vampires.
I did not level up. Close, but not quite.
Yep.
Puts me at 3,000 short of hitting next level.
Yeah, 2.7 thousand.
Did you say 10,000?
Yep.
Yes, you all got 10,000.
Does that include the vampire from last week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
He just
seven
counted all the corpses on the
vampires
map.
times 10,000 divided by 7.
Yeah, I was just asking because we are literally like that close to leveling.
Yeah, you just want to make sure every bit of XP was accounted for, yeah.
Okay,
All right, so I turn around and kill all my other party members so I can get the XP from them? No, just kidding.
Wait, what?
I kill you
what
all for the
experience-
XP that remains.
What XP are we at now?
Um,
82.
add a 10,000 to what you already had, Aaron.
Oh, I had
are you
I haven't
sure?
been keeping track actually.
Um,
I was at 69,195 last.
Yeah.
You should be at about 82,000.
Matt,
I'm-
are you
I'm
sure?
at-
like between
I'm at-
82 and 79,000.
Yeah, I'm at 82,195 right now.
That's what
And
I am right now, but the thing is, Matt, did you mess with my sheet before, or?
Why?
Because my experience needs to be up to date, because if not, then I level up.
Oh. Not unless I accidentally just did it.
Why-
What is your XP at?
Right now, it's 8,295.
So if I get 10,000, oops, sorry.
Yeah, but you
So-
need 85,000 to get to level 11.
But it's 10,000, so it would put me at 9,000.
Yeah, I don't know how you got an extra 10,000
Yeah,
somewhere.
there's no way you're that ahead of us.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah. If it's
Someone
just
must have
10,000,
Unless somebody accidentally unless somebody else accidentally update yours somehow, but I don't know.
I don't
how.
have access to it. Yeah.
yeah, maybe in Ozzy because he has access to it.
I haven't touched your character sheet tonight though, so it couldn't have been. Unless I accidentally hit something last week when I added a spell to your sheet.
Yeah, I still don't know how, but yeah, you should not be that far ahead.
Because you
So
had
I'm
a
just
spell that
gonna say
wasn't.
leave it be because you're about the same place as where most of the others are.
You had a spell that wasn't working right, and I
Yeah,
fixed it for you.
The only one I thought was ahead was me, and that was by 50 XP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you killed some animals or something.
So somehow we got updated, and yeah,
Yeah,
Because
but
I'm
if somehow it's
roll 20.
updated, just fuck it, leave it be.
yeah.
So I can tell you on that one. I don't know how I did it, but you did it. Maybe you just did it and just forgot you already did it. I don't know.